Stefan, I'm not ready yet. I'm still putting on my makeup.
Makeup or foundation?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of complicated. Just go set the camera up in the living room and I'll be there in a second to get to the bottom of it. Hey everyone, Dana here. Okay, I think that maybe, possibly something very, very, very exciting is happening. I'm super excited and I hope that my fellow language enthusiasts will be just as excited about this as I am. But I have to warn you, I'm not 100% sure about this. So I am making this video to tell you about what I think I have noticed and hear about your experience with this down in the comments. I want to find out if this is something also that you have noticed. Is it possible that this is happening? I hope so. Okay, what is going on? I think we might currently be at the very beginning of the process of seeing an English word turn into a pseudo-anglicism in German, which is so exciting for me. You know that I love these language things. I've talked about pseudo-anglicisms before. Those are words in German like handy, old-timer, wellness, showmaster that either don't exist in English or are used differently in English. Handy in English can mean useful or practical, while in German, this is a handy. A cell phone. Back in December, I did a funny video with my parents where they had to guess the German meaning of the English words like this, like handy and old timer. So be sure to go check that video out after this video if you haven't seen it yet. But so yeah, those are examples of pseudo-anglicisms in German. And while those words came into German at some point in the past, I'm so excited about the fact that if I'm right about this, we might be witnessing the beginning stages of the process of an English word possibly, entering German in a different way from how it's used in English. So in English, this is makeup. And you know what else is makeup? This is also makeup. And also we have this. This here is also makeup. In English, makeup is basically any kind of cosmetic product that you would apply to your face. So here I showed eyeshadows, I showed lipstick, and I showed foundation. And those are all of the individual terms, and then they're under the umbrella term of makeup. But over the last few weeks, I've noticed a few different times the word makeup being used in German for something very specific. Now, this is all a little confusing because in this time, I have also heard the word makeup being used in German to mean, well, the same thing as makeup in English. So, Schminke, makeup as a general category. But I have on at least a couple occasions now, I'm pretty sure, heard this and specifically this being referred to as makeup. So not using the word makeup in German to refer to everything in general, like Schminke, but rather using the word makeup just for foundation. So like, ich habe dieses Make-up gekauft. Or ich mag die Konsistenz dieses Make-ups. Or an article talking about foundation, focusing on foundation, and then describing in German like wie das Make-up aufgetragen werden soll. So really using makeup to mean foundation in particular. Now, yeah, it can be a little hard to know for sure exactly what is meant with this because foundation is also makeup, Foundation is a kind of makeup. And one could say in English, like I went out and bought this makeup or I like the consistency of this makeup, and that would technically be correct. But I just don't think that it sounds very natural to say that. Like, I think that I would use the word makeup in English to refer to the overarching category in general. I'm wearing makeup, but not one product in particular. I wouldn't hold up foundation and say, I like the color of this makeup. No, I would say I like the color of this foundation. I wasn't 100% sure if what I heard was just a one-off or maybe I had misunderstood it. So I searched online in German for information on foundation and makeup. And what came up was very interesting. Okay, so first of all, I found an article in German, and I'll link to that down in the description box below. And this article was about the terms makeup and foundation, and it was saying how these two words are apparently often used synonymously, and then explaining what each word actually meant in English, so explaining the difference. And yeah, I think that clearly shows that someone else noticed these two words being used interchangeably in German. I mean, at least somebody noticed that this was happening enough to consider it important to write an article on the topic, you know? So that seemed to validate what I had noticed. And I think I might know maybe where this confusion is coming from. So when looking online, I also found some liquid foundations in Germany that say makeup on them. Like, for example, the L'Oreal liquid foundation that's sold to the German market that's called Perfect Match. And then under that, on the container, so on the bottle, it also says Hautton anpassendes Makeup. The foundation bottle says right there on it, Hautton anpassendes Makeup. Or the Lavera brand liquid foundation labeled on the bottle as makeup fluid, and then described on the bottle as Leuchtkraft verstärkendes makeup fluid. Which this word fluid, I think, is also a little strange here. Do they mean liquid? But yeah, I will put links to these products down in the description box below so that you can see what I'm talking about. This video is not sponsored by these products. But anyway, yeah, I was just thinking maybe it could be confusing for Germans to see that makeup there on the foundation bottle, especially because going back to L'Oreal for a second, the Perfect Match powder does not say Hautton anpassendes Makeup on the container like the liquid foundation does. It says Hautton anpassendes Puder. As far as products created for the American market go, looking online, I found both some foundations as well as some powders for the American market described on the packaging as makeup. But even if only foundations were labeled as makeup, for whatever reason, for the American market, you know, it wouldn't be at the same kind of risk for causing this sort of confusion as in Germany, because in the US, we already have very well-established meanings of the English words makeup and foundation. So yeah, this is what I've noticed. As far as I've seen and heard, there's a possibility that the word makeup could be at the beginning stages of maybe possibly entering German as a pseudo-anglicism for the word foundation, or at least maybe being used interchangeably with the word foundation in German. So my question for you is, have you noticed this? Have you ever heard or seen makeup being used for the word foundation in German? What other English words have you heard or seen being used in German? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for new Wanted Adventure videos and ring that bell to be one of the first to check out new videos when they come out. And you can check out other Language Thursday videos in this playlist over here. There's another video here. And if you want to support us a little bit more, we also have Wanted Adventure t-shirts for sale, like the Heiße Zitrone t-shirt and the Einhörnchen t-shirt, and we also have a Patreon page, and yeah, also a really big thank you so much and shout out hello to our patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. And I think that's it. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen.